A lot of focus now on an undated video of a previous skirmish between Indian and Chinese troops in Arunachal Pradesh that has emerged after reports of the latest round of clashes. Now, this is undated. This is not presumably the most recent clash, but this is believed to be sometime after the Galwan clashes. Now, the old video, of course, emerging after India's confirmation of a fresh face-off. This shows Indian troops and Indian Jawans repelling a Chinese advance along the line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh. You can see Indian Jawans striking back with sticks and holding their positions to prevent a Chinese attempt at grabbing an Indian post. Vishnu Shom gets us more details.
The release of this undated video of a major skirmish between Indian and Chinese soldiers in Arunachal Pradesh raises several questions. On the one hand, it is important to note that this video is not related to the incident which took place on the 9th of December. Video of that has not been released so far. There have been several skirmishes between Indian and Chinese soldiers, so I think we can discuss what this particular video shows while making the point that it is not reflective of the overall tension or the situation between India and China along the McMahon line in Arunachal Pradesh, or for that matter, the line of actual control in Ladakh. So what does the video show? The video shows a concerted effort by Chinese soldiers to try and come up a particular slope and breach the defenses of Indian soldiers who've established a position. Indian soldiers violently clash with and beat up the Chinese soldiers who are trying to cross over a sangar or a stone wall which has been created to try and get and physically occupy our post. Our soldiers were successful in actually doing that. There are a limited number of soldiers, relatively speaking, on either side. But Indian soldiers felt that the Chinese were trying to overrun this position, and so using batons and sticks, they beat the Chinese back and ensured that India's position in our territory, our side of the line of control, was defended. At the same time, what we are seeing now on social media, and this video of course has gone viral, is of political leaders of various political parties, in a sense almost trying to gain mileage or political mileage at the bravery of our Indian soldiers. So one needs to keep that in context, whether the actions of our soldiers needs to be associated with messages or political messages being sent out by political leaders. At the same time, we need to understand that there is an overall state of tension between India and China. On the 9th of December, and this is what the Defence Minister said in Parliament, there was an effort by China in this same area to land grab. In other words, to try and illegally occupy a part of Indian territory. That was repulsed by Indian soldiers. So in a sense, similar to what we are seeing in this old video. This old video shows a similar effort at repulsing, and a successful one, at Indian soldiers repulsing the Chinese. And on the 9th of December, we've been told, this is what the Defence Minister has said in Parliament, that Indian soldiers were able to repulse this Chinese land grab effort. All in all, this is all part of a largest issue, the largest story that is of major strategic concerns and tensions along the McMahon line in Arunachal Pradesh, the line of actual control in Ladakh between India and China, at a time when China continues to build up a lot of infrastructure on their side. India also is attempting to do that in both sides. But obviously, incidents like this and physical skirmishes between soldiers of two nuclear-armed countries is something that the entire world would be looking on with a fair amount of concern. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.